This is a pivotal point in the life cycle of our institution. Because of Westmont's conditional use permit, the Adams Center is the first building to be constructed on campus in the last 24 years. Westmont broke ground for the new Art Museum facility in October 2008, and already the announcement of the new facility has stimulated interest among our supporters, notably a bequest of 700 Old Master prints from Westmont alumni, Dwayne and Faith Perry. As they recently told me, we had thought about giving the collection to Westmont, but with no formal facilities for caring for the works on paper or cataloging them, we were not sure it was the right place. When Westmont announced the new museum project, it all fell into place for us. The Westmont community and our neighbors in Santa Barbara are probably unaware that Westmont has an art collection. Through collection stewardship, we have a tremendous opportunity for increasing the profile of Westmont College on a national, even international level. As we continue to form our art collection and present art programming, we will engage broader audiences. We expect to become a community museum for Montecito neighbors and the Santa Barbara community beyond. Due to our limited art storage space in the current Reynolds Gallery, we have never really mapped out a plan for collections policy for the art collection. We currently take care of approximately 800 works of art in the collection, which is spread out through administrative offices and buildings and a small storage area. As we plan the move into the new facility in a well-appointed storage vault, it is vital that the museum gain intellectual control over our collections by creating policies and procedures for the collection's management and by conducting an inventory of our art collection, cataloging it, grading it, and creating a database for easy access for students, faculty, and our community. Westmont's is a modest art collection, and it has come largely from gifts from Westmont's Art Council, from friends, neighbors, art dealers, architects, alumni, and artists. So let me offer a quick overview. Our strongest area is works on paper, prints, photographs, drawings, watercolors. Noteworthy works include Marc Chagall, Mary Corita Kent, Juan Miro, and Christo. Ted and Dorcas Hatlin made a generous gift of 20 Kiyoshi Sato prints, and the Perrys, beyond their promised collection, currently give an annual cash gift to purchase works of art for the growing print collection. Santa Barbara artists have also been a focus of Westmont's art collection. Works range from early 20th century artists who came to the region when Santa Barbara was a popular artist colony to artists who live and work here today. Noteworthy artists include Channing Peake, Howard Warshaw, Leonardo Nunez, Ed Inks, Susan Savage, Martha Ensign Johnson, Tony Askew, and John Carlander. Experiencing the art of our time is important for Westmont students, as well as a specific point of interest for our local community. Examples of contemporary art include Michael Crichton, Timothy Lowley, Hannah Brecken, and Barry Burkus, who we heard about earlier in the panel discussion, a well-known local architect and collector of contemporary art, has donated many of the most significant contemporary works to Westmont College. Our historic and early modern collection of paintings is small and varied. We do own 7 works by this artist, Stephen Saklarian, a Bulgarian artist born in 1899 who studied at the Pennsylvania Academy for the Fine Arts and later taught at Notre Dame. The Latin American collection includes 200 molas, which were donated by Roger Foscol in 1999. These colorful applique panels are traditionally created by the Tule Indians of Panama's San Blas Islands. And Asian art is represented by 3 outstanding gifts, an 18th century Tibetan bronze Buddha, an 8th century Japanese gilt wood carved Buddha, and a Ming Dynasty bronze of 3 standing Buddhas. All 3 were given by Jan Sturr. My goal is to utilize our library's Metacat cataloging system so that each piece in our collection has an accurate, standardized record. Ultimately, we need to make the collection available to students, faculty, scholars, and art enthusiasts worldwide who will have the ability to access Westmont's art collection records. Under Tony Askew's tenure, Westmont can proudly boast a strong and varied exhibition schedule. With the help of the art department, Westmont has an outstanding legacy of quality exhibitions, which have set a high standard for excellence. Noteworthy exhibitions include Mary Corita Kent, 1986, Christo, Drawings and Collage from 1992, Kiyoshi Sato, Japanese printmaker from 1996, Richard Diebenkorn, the Channel Island Foundation Collection, 2005, Court Savage, 2006, and Georges Rouault in 2007. Our audiences have come to expect the highest quality art when they come to the Reynolds Gallery, and it is a tradition upon which we can build. So let me stop here and pose a question. Is Westmont College a place where creativity flourishes? Scholar Arthur Holmes, writing about the value of a Christian liberal arts education, believes that too often God-given imagination and curiosity are stifled in early education, or thinking is regarded as an impious specter sport. The first task of liberal education is to fan the spark and ignite our native inquisitiveness. I believe a college art museum can create that spark that kindles a lifetime of enthusiasm for the arts. The visual arts are receiving more and more recognition for the full range of what they can bring to a well-rounded liberal arts education. The arts nurture imagination, awaken curiosity, foster a special kind of mental flexibility and an intellectual respect that challenges not only our students, but our whole community to think and see in new ways. James Wagner, president of Emory University, launched a creative campus initiative a couple of years ago. Students who were selected into that student body are often seen as the brightest in the nation, yet the faculty noticed that too many of their students were playing it safe, choosing courses in their own fields, perhaps worried that a class in art, music, theater, or creative writing might ruin a perfect grade point average. President Wagner encouraged professors and students alike to use their imaginations, to take risks, to push their personal boundaries of comfort. Emory's creative campus serves as a model for all who are in institutions of higher learning. Creativity and the arts, says President Wagner, play a critical role in sustaining free societies and in confronting oppression. Even as the health sciences push the boundaries of our understanding of what it means to be biologically alive, we must ask the arts and humanities to help us define what it means to be fully, humanly alive, to live in community, to understand our souls, and to express ourselves. I think most of you were in attendance this afternoon for a very lively panel discussion, and many of us in preparation for that read an article published in 2004 by Lois Silverman and Mark O'Neill called Change and Complexity in the 21st Century Museum. In that article, the authors challenge museum professionals to embrace creativity. They ask us to take a long, hard look at traditions in museum methodology and practice, goading us to be innovators, risk-takers, who are willing to experiment with different ways that art and artifacts can be interpreted and presented to viewers. As we plan for the Adams Center for the Visual Arts, we have an opportunity to define what Westmont's Art Museum will be and how we will present art and exhibitions and interpret them through programming. Something happens to an artifact when we museum professionals isolate the work from its context. We place it on a pedestal under a vitrine, and suddenly it is an object to be admired and appreciated for its artistic qualities. Here, the statesman George Washington is the subject of a classical bust by the French sculptor Houdin. Draped in Greek classical costume, the sculptor links Washington to the ancient Greeks and the origins of democracy.